How's everybody doing? Just getting started right here. All right, guys. Got the Corvair right over here. Got the Mr. Hobby G Tool over here. Talked about this earlier today. I recorded a little short, and wanted to kind of touch more base on this video, and just kind of give you guys an update. So yesterday, if you guys were tuned in, we did the podcast with George. Fun episode. If you guys have not seen it, it's already posted on our YouTube channel. So whenever you guys get a chance or just relaxing, want to listen to the whole episode, you could always just press play while you're working on the bench or doing something. And he gave us a preview of his Corvair. There was so much detail that went into his Corvair that when I saw it, I was like, man, I need to step it up. I mean, George, he's an amazing artist. He puts in a lot of thought and effort, and that's why there's a reason why he calls himself Vision 124. He definitely does have a vision for what he's doing right there. And I was like just blown away from a lot of the detail that he showed on that car. So I still have my build right here. This is the 1969 Corvair. This is the same exact model that he was also working on and completed for the SoCal Open debut that Armando Flores did. So that was pretty dope. And just from seeing all the stuff he did to his, I was like, dude, that's so dope. So we're here now, and I wanted to kind of go over some of the things with the body of this car because from the last time we were up here doing the live stream, I was working on this build, and let me see, let me turn it this way. Let's see here. Let me take off this tape. So I still got some tape here on the underside. So the last time working on this, it was primarily to do the body work, get all that stuff done up. And I finally got it to those stages where I feel like it's getting there, ready to paint. There were some areas where there definitely was going to be some ghosting. I know one of the areas I worked on was this area here to fill in. And I went back and forth a few times, just trying to fill that in, trying to get rid of that. And I mean, it was cool, but then all of a sudden, I just couldn't, like, I was getting kind of stuck in some areas. I was getting it lower, then I couldn't see it, then I could see it, and it was just kind of weird. But I feel like these areas can be a little bit delicate because you don't want to affect any other areas like right here. So that's where this tool came in handy, the G tool. This thing did some wonders. Let me see here because I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about this tool. This is a tool from Mr. Hobby right here. We've carried this on our website. We're currently sold out, but we will be getting some of these later in the future. I wrote 220 here. That's the grit of the pad that's right on here. So I could peel this off, tear it off, put a brand new one if I have to. It does have an adhesive backing right behind it, right there. And this is 220 grit. Let me see, because I have more parts to this. I'm just trying to locate them over here on these little drawers here I have, because I know I have a lot more, and I kind of labeled them too with the size of grit that I have on there. So let me see here. Yeah, I had picked these up a long time ago. Oh, they're gonna be in here. Set this down over here. Here we go. I got a lot of various little things in here in this little box. It's like they don't even make these anymore. These are some of the original ones that had came out. Display now has their own line, but back at that time, some years back, they were the ones holding it down with that. So here we go. So I got a couple here. This is what is it, 400 grit right here, and I believe this is the 600 grit, or did I write 800 grit? And I wrote it the other way. You can't really tell. So this way it's just easier for me to swap the head. So all you got to do is just pull out that part right there. You know, put a new one on, you're good to go. They do offer these in this kind of packaging right here. You get all these different sizes. This is the 600. This is the 800 grit right here. You just peel off the back, you slap it on, and you're good to go. So with this tool here, let me turn it on here for you guys. It's pretty much it sounds like an electric toothbrush, you know. As you turn it on, this thing spins. Turn it off. See it right there. And when I had this thing on, I mean, I was pretty much just getting it right into the screw right here, you know, just working it up and down to the sides and everything, and it starts to break down all the glue that I had attached here. You know, most of the glue that I used, you know, as like my version of a putty, you know. So I got that cleaned up, and I needed to reprimer it. I didn't really have to add any more glue. I just needed to touch it up again and then just reprimer it until I got it very smooth right there. Till where I was pretty much just like happy with it, you know. I was like, dude, like this is pretty cool right here. And yeah, it was just one of those things that I was just like, man, like I'm really digging with kind of like what's going on with this tool. Also in some areas right here, I got in there with that tool right here on this side, and also on parts of the front bumper. As far as the rear bumper, look how smooth that is now. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did end up putting a bunch of glue back here to fill in the line, the mold line, and you know, I even drew with the marker like a little goatee or whatever, just kind of messing around right there. That was a lot of fun, you know, but I was just like, man, I got this nice and smooth, and this all came from this tool right here. Because once I had it on, you know, it was just one of those things that I just kept going back and forth and getting it in there. So that definitely came in handy. This is a cool tool. Highly recommend it. I remember back then when I had gone, and not a lot of people really understood what it was about. They were just like, what? Like, but I don't know. I think once you kind of figure out what it can do, it does a lot of wonders for sure right there. So let's go right ahead and crack this box open. I want to get into the next phases of what I want to do with this model. Yeah, last night was a fun episode. Stayed up pretty late. We started at what, 10 p.m. We didn't get done until like midnight, and for George it was like 3 in the morning. So it was very late on his end, you know. He definitely stayed up for us to do the episode, and it was a fun one, man. I had lots of fun, and you know, today I was just busy. I had a long, busy day. I had to do a bunch of stuff around the pad. I mean, work first, you know. After that, I had to get orders ready and everything, and then eventually I was just like, you know what? I need to just chill, you know. I need to chill, and I even had to go to the dentist today, man. I was like, dang. I thought I was gonna be tired, like by the end of the night, you know, once everything was all done. But you know what? I had some energy right now, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's go live. Let's bust out the Corvair and see what we get into. So this is the let's see here. Let me fix this. So here we have the interior tub, and then we have the dashboard, front panel right there with the gauges and all that good stuff right there. Molded in. This is a left-hand drive. I want to make it a right side drive right here. So I definitely want to customize this front end right here. So just from looking at this, most likely what's going to end up happening is a lot of these buttons and all this stuff's going to get smoothed out. It's going to be, you know, just taken out right there. This right here, I'm going to cut this and want to transfer it over to this side right over here. Like all these gauges, all this stuff's gonna be like filled in. You know, I'm gonna be deleting all that stuff, and then I'll do my own. I'll do my own kind of setup over on this end, right over here. You know, on the right side. So let's see. Let's see. Let's check it out. Um, Let me try to set this up right here. Get comfortable real quick. All right. Using the God hand nipper. Definitely gonna need that right there. I'm gonna be placing it right over here on this side. I'm just kind of eyeballing it right now. Just gonna cut a bunch of little pieces here just to make it weak. And then I'll fix it. I'll kind of square it up once it's all in there. I'm trying not to look at the camera. I have it like right in front of me as I'm working. I'm just trying to make sure that it's actually somewhat focused. Oh damn. See, I already hit that spot. It's all good. I'll fix that later. Get it in right here. All right, let's get the hobby knife. Bust it out. There we go. Hey, what's up, dude? Modelcar 1589. What up, man? How you doing? I'm just trying to work on the Corvair here. Yeah, I'm streaming from my phone right now. Let me know how it sounds. Have the little mic connected, and I'm just kind of working on this. Starting to work on this console here. But let me know if the audio, how it sounds. Let's see here. All right. Thanks, man. Thank you. So like right here, I jacked up right there. I'm not gonna break it off. I could just I could glue it back on right there. You can see that little piece. I'm just wondering which glue I should use, but I'm gonna wait. I don't want to get a bunch of glue on my fingers right now, you know. But all this stuff right here, this is all stuff I'm gonna get rid of, like all these little the buttons, the radio, everything. Eventually, I'm gonna like sand all this stuff down, get it nice and smooth, and this way I'll create my own kind of console right there. I'll see what I come up with right there. So as you can see, I'm starting to cut all that little stuff off. Let's bust this out right here. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see that. Using the little sander right here. And all you gotta do is just hold the part and just put this thing back and forth. Let's see how close I can get. I think this is the closest. Handy little tool. Does all the work. All right. Let's see. Can't even see it right now. Ah, there we go. See it right there? Let me I have this old toothbrush that I've had for years that I always like kind of used to dust stuff off or whatever. And this little thing's gonna break here. Let me see if I could do something about it real quick before I lose it. Ah, see that? Came off. That's funny. There we go. I'll fix it right now, guys. It's all good. Yo, what up? What up, Reds? Damn. There we go. Get it for now. Smooth this out later. Later, I'll probably toss in some CA glue. But anyway, if that piece falls, I'll jump back in and I'll glue it back and everything. But probably not even gonna be able to see it that much. But I pretty much want to smooth out this whole bit right here. Get rid of everything right there, nice and smooth. I like this curve right up here. And can't sleep, clowns will get me. That's funny. All this stuff right here. So watch. Let's see if we could get a visual here. Let me get a marker. Right here. All right, cool. Let's see. There's like the little vents right there. There it is. Like this is how far I should be. Wondering if I should get rid of this cutting mat because I wonder if it's trying to autofocus on that too. Hold on, guys. Let's see if this will make a difference. Yeah, I don't know if it did or not. But anyway, let's let me just demo this little piece real quick. So as you can see, it gets a bit dirty, but you could always clean it up a little bit, get some of that styrene dust off of it. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's go. I'm just working it until I don't see any more of the black from the marker. A little bit right there. All right, we're getting there. That's a little stubborn right here. There we go. There we got it. Smooth. I know later I'm gonna have to touch it up a little more, probably with the God hand sanding pad. But for now, I think this is pretty good. Right here. Damn. Yeah, then I gotta get rid of all this. There's still a little bit left right here. But yeah, there you have it. Let me see if I could try to cut this out. This piece right here. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for tuning in, joining. We're just chilling right here. Gonna get working on this right here. Let me see. Trying to get it weak right here. All right on, man. Dang. Gotta put in that work. Right on, dude. Thanks for at least like tuning in for a bit, man. How late you working till? Yeah, man, don't work too hard, that's for sure. Just chill. Let's see. Trying to lean on this thing a little. Alright, let's flip it around. I don't want to have my finger there. Trying to rip this thing off. Little by little. There we go. Came off. Yeah. So this is what I need. Right here. Then this one's going to go over here on this side. Bam, right there. Make it right view drive. Oh man, you're doing the graveyard shift. Dang, hopefully he could tune in later. I don't know if they how it is, you know? They're letting you be able to work and be on your phone. I don't know. But right on, man. Do your thing. Let's get rid of all this stuff. If I get quiet, guys, it's just because I'm kind of getting in the zone for a minute, or I'm just thinking. Let's see. Let's mark this stuff up with the marker, just to get a visual where we're at with stuff. Obviously, you can see those little gauges, buttons, all that stuff. Bam, right there. All right, let's clean this up one more time. In case if I need to put a new one, I'll go ahead and I'll slap one on, a brand new 220 grit. See where we're at. All right, I think I'm gonna put a new one. Let me see. Let me look for it. I know I have a. Oh, here we are. Is this one open? Did I not ever open this one? Oh, here it is. This is the open one. Sorry, guys. Shit. Here we go. Got it right here. So this is the 220 grit right here. So let's put a brand new one on. Oh, guess I already cut it out. Okay, there it is. It's prepped. It's ready. All right. So let's take this off. Let's peel this off. Put this one right over here. It's gonna be some trash. This This one's brand new, clean, 220 grit. Let's peel off the back. There we go. Take a little sticker. Let's put this on evenly. Right there, that looks pretty straight. All right. And I already gone through a bunch of them. I only have 5 left. It's all good. We'll get more of these later. All right. Let's put this back on. Get the part. Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. Back at it. Now we're building. All right, there we go. Let's clean this side. Kind of cleaning this part up. I don't know how loud this thing is on your head. It sounds loud over here. All right, so there we have it. Getting somewhat smooth. All right, let's see here. So this is we took this piece off of this side. We're gonna transfer it over to this side right here to make this thing a right-hand drive. Boom, just gonna keep that right there. Let me bust out my other little sanding gadgets right here. But yeah, just chilling, man. It's Wednesday, getting through the week. You know, tomorrow back to work. Got a little bit of time right now, a little bit of energy. I was like, man, let me work on this. All right. So as you guys can see, these are the original gauges right over on that side. I'm gonna go ahead and get some glue, and we're gonna get those filled in. So for this one, I'm going to be using the CA glue, the thick. And this is, what, a 1/2 ounce bottle. So let me, I don't know if I already opened it. No, not yet. So let me open it right now in a little bit. But let me get the accelerator real quick. I'll be back, guys. Let me get that before I proceed, because I definitely need that to dry like right away as soon as I pour it on there. All right, here it is. All right, I'm back. So that's the accelerator right there. I try to keep them very separate because this thing will mess up this whole bottle if I keep them near each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one first. Open it up. These brand new, they're sealed like this, which I like, especially when I ship these out. You know, this is already pretty tight, so like no glue is gonna come out. Yeah, I have in the past. Sometimes what I used to do too is just like some of the, let's say some of the dust, you know, that was like left over from the styrene. I used to like keep a little bit, or like just like, you know, pour some in or whatever. But the baking soda, that's definitely a good trick as well. That definitely helps. Let me go ahead and bust this out right there. Give it that little cut right there at the edge. So let me go ahead, and I gotta make sure I keep this piece that's right here. This is important. I don't want to lose that. Watch me not even use it later. I'm like, dang, all that work for nothing. Nah, I'm playing. All right, guys, here we go. So let's pour in some glue. Let's see how it comes out. Squeezing it. All right, that's cool right there. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. It almost feels like I put glass right there. Fill in the little gauges. All right. So this is kind of laying out or whatever. Let me bust out here. Let me hide this now, so it doesn't come in contact with the bully right here. This is the accelerator. I put it in this bottle. Here, let me turn this up a little. I put it in this bottle because it has a needle tip. You see it right there? Bam. There we go. And then I just like pour a drop. See if it gets it, man. I don't know. Boom, 2 drops right there. So this thing's wet now. Poured a couple drops. It's pretty much dry right now. So now that it's dry, here I'll put one more. That's security. 2 more. All right. So let's get this little paper towel. Wipe off whatever excess is there on it. Dab it. Boom. Dry. The glue is ready. Nice. It's all shiny. So on this part right here, I pretty much just go back and start sanding all that. Man, it's nighttime over here right now, man. I would love to just primer this right now. With my Tamiya rattle can. But if I do it right now, that thing's gonna be wet, and it's not gonna dry fast. I know tomorrow's gonna be a sunny day, but we'll see. We'll see what I think about in a little bit right now. I just kind of want to show you guys kind of the direction of where it's headed. So I need a piece of styrene to fit in here. I need to clean this up. I want to fit a piece of styrene right here. Looks like I have a chipped tooth. Right here, there's nothing. Gotta fill this in with a piece of styrene right there. Boom. And then obviously right over here, we're gonna have this part that's gonna go right there. Wait a minute. Right there. There we go. I'm not putting it backwards. What the heck? Yeah, because this one was over here. That's the back of it. Yeah, because that doesn't make sense. It's too low. It's got to be like this. So it's higher, facing up. Here, let's see if it holds real quick. I'll put Tamiya thin. All right, let's see. If it doesn't hold, it's all good. I'll fix it later with some CA glue. We'll do the same thing. Yo, what's up, Casey? Damn, what up, man? Let's see here. Probably won't hold, but I'll probably have to use CA glue. Something stronger. I'll have to bust out the muscles right now with the glues. All right, it's holding it for now, but it might fall. Not that confident it's gonna stay. So we're gonna have to dab it up with some CA glue, and then we'll be able to kind of play with it, like adjust it. So we'll do it from the back better, so it's not like looking all crazy. So let's go ahead and get the CA glue. We're gonna do it right now while we all have you guys right here. And I might just primer it, man. Why not? What am I afraid of? Just so I could show you guys on camera. Boom, right there. All right, it's just plastic. It's just plastic. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. All right, let me adjust it a little. Right there, right there, right there. I think this is straight. Look at that. I think it's all right. All right, let's put some accelerator in the back, get some strength. There we go. We're good. Let's get the little towel again. Whatever. Ooh, all the excess went to the front. Damn. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think it looks a little crooked. If not, I'll fix it later. I'll adjust it. But for now, I think this will do. Later, when I do a mock-up and I put a steering wheel that I'm probably not going to use on there just to see how it looks. If I see it kind of crooked, then I could always break this off and like just twist it just a little bit to get it in there, you know. But for now, I think this is okay. I'm just curious about, you know, primering it because I'll be able to see where it needs help, like where it needs to be fixed and all that. Fix this right here. We're doing this kind of quick too on these parts. All right. So pretty much what we had to smooth in all this. Still looks shiny, so it almost makes me feel like it's still, I haven't reached the area because it's still shiny. Like it's kind of deep in there. Like I might have to put more glue to smoothen that out. But if I primer it, I'll have more of a visual to kind of see where I'm at with that part right there. So let's get the tub again. We're putting it on the other side, right hand drive. Obviously you see all the gas pedals and everything on the left side. This is also something that will get deleted, and I could always use photo etch pieces or other, not aftermarket, I would say more like leftover parts from previous kits that I can use, that I could just kind of just toss in there and set it up as you know, on that side. Oh, no way. They're still on there? That's funny. Hey, it happened. Hey, nobody will know. Yeah. All right, let's see. And then I'll have to fix all, like these areas right here, I could already tell. So let's, yeah, there's some areas I gotta fix for sure. Get the hobby knife right here. On this side. Yeah, ended up messing up a little bit right here. Ended up by accident cutting something I wasn't supposed to. So I'm just trying to clean that up because you can see there's a little part here where it's kind of raised. It's all good. I mean, we could always fix this. There we go. Okay. So I just need to put a piece right here. Right on, man. Thanks for tuning in, though. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. I wonder what I could. Let me look through my styrene real quick, guys. I'll be back. Hold on. Hold on, real quick. Let me look for that. All right. All right, I'm back. So I found some bits. Let me see here what I could bust out with in order to put that part right there. I need some styrene, but not so thick. I need like a thin piece. It doesn't have to be thick. I need something that I could kind of shape a little. So here we have it. We have a piece of styrene right here. Here, let me see what I could do right here. I have this other God hand tool. I haven't used this one in a while. All right, let's do this. Here's my lead pencil. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Hold on. What the heck? Wish I should have brought my, wait, not the lead pencil. There you go. Let's see if this one works. You see that? So I pretty much piece of styrene, slid it on the back, and then just to kind of give me an idea of what I need. Here, take this off, watch. Bam, that's what I need, right there. All right, cool, let's seal this up. Get the same scissors. These are the God hand. Here, let me see if I could be a little more intricate with the tweezers, where to put them. Because yeah, these things are sometimes kind of hard to hold because they're so small. Let's turn this around. There we go. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Let's see. For now, right here. Okay. We're just gonna put that little patch right here, and then you see it's not like super tight. It's somewhat loose, but it's okay. We're gonna put watch. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get the Tamiya, this quick one, just to kind of lather it up right here a little. Just so it kind of attaches like really lightly. For now. There you go. Like a quick little hold. And then what we'll do is from behind, we'll put some man, I feel like it's gonna fall. We'll put some CA glue from behind. But let's try to push this as forward as we can. Right here. Hold on, let me get a better angle for you guys. Apologize for the angles. Okay, now that we have that, let's wait a little bit, some seconds. Now we're gonna pour some glue in the back. and then the accelerator, just so this way it holds it more in place and fills in some areas. This is the thick CA glue, seal it up. So you see it right there, it's somewhat thick. And now we want to pour on some of the accelerator. Oh shoot, I missed. There we go, got it. There we go. There we go. So we just filled in that part right there. Yeah, it looks kind of funky right now, but later it'll start to make sense. Once I start putting more glue in the front and start prepping and primering it. It's a little process, but trust me, it works. Like for filling some stuff in. All right. So the good thing, it's at the bottom, so you're really not gonna see it that much, you know? This is just showing you guys right here. This is between us. See? Look how low it sits down there. But let me see what I can do. Because I'm trying to clean it up a bit, because I think I'm gonna primer it. I think I'm gonna step outside, primer it, and then bring it in, just so you guys could kind of see how it looks. And we'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it, let it to dry overnight, and then next time we jump on here, I'll be able to show you guys the how it looks on there. All right. I know for sure that when I primer it, right here, it's gonna look a little, because I could feel it. I could feel it right here. There's a little step. And here, let me do this. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue in the front. Right there. All right, I put a little bead of glue right there. Let me look for a little wooden stick. There's that little bead of glue right there. Spreading it out. Look at that. It's like drowning in glue right now. Here, I'll do this. I'm gonna put some accelerator. I know it's gonna most likely react. It's not gonna be as smooth. There we go. Because a lot of times the top part starts to dry fast, and then the bottom, before the bottom does, you know. So you see, look, it dried, but it got a little wonky right here. But it's all good. Let me dry it, and then I'll sand that little piece, and then I'm gonna get the can and start shaking that up. I'm gonna do it real fast. All right, let me go get the can. I'll be back. go get the spray can. Hold on. Bam, we're gonna use this one right here. All right, just got the can. It's man, what time is it? It's nighttime over here. It's probably already 10. I'm not sure. If you guys can hear the can. Drinking my coffee. All right, so let me get this set up real quick. Normally, a lot of the times when I'm gonna do this stuff, I wash this, you know. I do not have a sink here, but I think I should be fine the way it is. I mean, it might look a little crazy, but it's all good. I think I got a lot of the dust off, but I really want to see where I'm at because this is clear. Not clear, it's white, but you know, I really want to see where I'm at with this. But let me take you guys over here real quick. So this side, let me see here. Put this right up here. I need one of these. Glove. So when I spray. I need, where are you? Where are you, little sticks? All right. I need you right here. I need this piece right here. I don't need these for right now. Those are dope. I have a bunch of them. Use them all the time, but I need the wand. All right, let's close that up. All right, so this piece, the glove, the wand. All right, guys, let's go back to the bench. Bam. Oop, fix the camera. All right. All right, first things first, we need some tape. Let's bust out the tape. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, hanging out right here with me. Doing this piece right here. Just so at least when I go to sleep tonight, I feel a little bit happy that I did some progress on this build and not be like, man, I haven't done anything. I'm just sleeping. All right, here we go. We got this here. All we need to put is this part. Ooh, right here. We'll just use that right there for the example. Bam. All right. So now make sure this is close so I don't forget. Put this away. Put this away. And I know the table's a mess right now, guys. This is what happens when you get into it. It's all good because this is the moment that the opportunity comes through to oh, thanks, man. Thank you for chilling out to clean the table. So let's go ahead and clean it real quick. I'll put this right here, a little model piece. We're gonna use the handy cleaner. Let's bust this out real quick. Let's see how fast this cleans. There you go. There you go, clean. All right, feel comfortable now. Bam. All right, let's put this thing away. Back in its house, in its little habitat. We already fed it. It's ready to go to sleep. Right there. It's a little house right there. All right, here we go. So we got this and put it upside down real quick. And throw on my glove. I'm gonna step outside real fast to just to primer this. I don't think I'll be able to take the camera and do this whole thing. But you guys just chill here for a bit. Let me shake this up. Yeah, that little dude gets hungry, bro. That dude, I gotta feed him. Every time I work on a model, I gotta feed it, you know. Um, I don't gotta go to the pet store, buy crickets, nothing like that. All it is styrene, you know, pieces of styrene, small little bits of stuff. That's all. That's all it needs, right there. So, all right. I think it's ready. I think the can's ready. Set that there. I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna put down the mic. I'm gonna go run outside in the yard. Hopefully the neighbors don't hear it. They don't think I'm like out there spraying graffiti on the walls, tagging up ScaleRiders, you know, throwing up a tag. Nah. I want people thinking it's like some kind of graffiti crew or something. But all right, I'll be back, guys. Hold up. Just give me a moment. Let me go spray this up. This is the before. We'll see after and so forth. All right, I'll be back. All right, back. Dang, it smells like paint in here. Uh-oh. All right. Well, this thing's wet, and I could see where it needs to be fixed, where it needs to be glued. All right, here we go. There it is. All right. So check it out. Remember, we cut this part. There was a hole or like a square. Transfer this over here. As we get closer, you can see it looks kind of crazy. It's all good. This is a part I love because now I'm not blind anymore. I really get to see like the work that needs to be done. Little bits of glue, the gauges. I need to put in a little bit more glue in there, fill that in, and then sand that down, and then primer it. Boom, that thing's gonna be smooth again. It's not gonna look like that at all. The same with all this bottom stuff. You won't see it when it's in there, right? Like I said, it's gonna be like this in there. But all this stuff's gonna be gone. Even like those top little vents, it's already like pretty smooth up here, you know? Man, it's starting to smell up in this. Let me turn on the little fan real quick. I got a little fan right here. Hold on. Let me plug it in. So, here we go. Let's throw this on. All right. All right, guys. Throw on the fan. Let the air circulate real quick. So, anyway. Oh, maybe I'll put this against the fan. Make it dry faster. No. It's starting to dry. So look at the top part. There was little vents and all that, and that's already pretty smooth at the top, right there. But yeah, I just gotta fill in that part right there. Get in there, and then also there's like those small little details right there. I'll probably delete all that, and I'll create my own little trim and pieces. But yeah, that's kind of how you somewhat. This is like the behind the scenes kind of work. Some of the stuff a lot of customizers do that you don't get to see. And, you know, I was telling my friend that I wanted to do this, and he was like saying like, man, I would like to see how the process is done and all that. So this is kind of where we're at right now to do this. Here, let's see if how I could fit this on here for now. We want to let it dry tonight. So this was pretty much, when you see the beginning of the video, if you go back, once this is posted, you'll be able to see how originally it was left-hand drive. and we're positioning it to be right hand drive right here, right there. There you have it. And then I'm gonna create my own like gauges and stuff on this side. Everything's basically gonna be swapped. um, all this stuff right here, I'm planning to delete all this, the whole sides and all that. I really like what George did. He cut this out, put other aftermarket seats, things like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know. We'll see what direction I go. I'm not gonna try to copy George's car or anything like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do my own style, which is kind of what's pretty cool. Everybody did their own take, their own style. Um, but yeah, definitely some Japanese influence right here with that build. But yeah, we already smoothed out the top vents right there. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it dry because there's really no point in me pouring more glue and all that because it's still wet, like right here in some certain areas. So I gotta let this one chill. So I'm gonna set this one up right up here for now. Um, and then oh, body is pretty much, getting to those stages now for the base paint. I do have the trunk right over here. I just have it with these pieces of tape, so this way I do not forget. Like, hey, the trunk's over here. Gotta paint the whole thing together, because sometimes that happens. I've had that mistake happen where I'll be painting the body and then I'm like, dude, I should have had the hood and the trunk on the car and I didn't. And then when I try to make it match, it's like off, so it's all weird. This thing I gotta definitely clean right here, but this is a cool tool, man. This is the G tool, Mr. Hobby. Highly recommend it. Cordless right there. And then this is the wand that I help like hold the part right there real quick. So this is the hand I use when I'm spraying, and then this is the one that's holding the model, And sometimes you get overspray and stuff. So once it's like this, it's like perfect. I don't want to get paint in my hands right now, Just kind of take this off and I could just toss it out now. My hands still clean, Wash them obviously when I'm done with the whole process. And oh, nice. You still have yours? Yeah, I need to buy more, man. Yeah, those wands come in very, very handy. But yeah, I definitely need to re-up on some more. Right there. Let's see, guys. I'm just trying to put some things away real quick. Right here. So yeah, I think going forward, I need to just finish up this that interior tub, get that all fitted in there. Just try to make sure that it all fits, and then after that, I need to start stancing it out with the bottom. These are going to be the wheels. I'm still debating. I don't know if I'm going to keep the centers pink or if I should take them off and like repaint them and then put them back on. I'm still kind of dabbling with that. These were a gift from Slowly Models, Casey. Thank you, man. And just kind of go from there. And then I still need to, what? Now that I'm remembering, I got to make the incisions for the antennas right here before I even paint the car. I need to go ahead and make those marks. And it's going to have pretty much like French antennas at an angle coming out. I just been trying to look for the ones I have, like the wires. I can't find them. I've been kind of holding back on that because I'm like, man, I'm trying to find them. I can't remember where I put them, but I know I'll come across them. I just gotta keep looking. Don't want to give up. But yeah, I just gotta keep seeing what's up. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it right there. Wanted to show you guys that piece right there of information regarding the interior tub. Going from a left to a right hand drive, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and start filling all that in and and just sand it and get it all blasted, get it all smooth. And I'll take some photographs, and I'll also probably do like a little short video or something, just so that you guys can see what's kind of going down with that right there, and keep you guys updated. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. 65 Lokes right here, checking out. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you just joined kind of late and you want to see it from the beginning, the video will be up, you know, right after this, and yeah, and see what's up. But I'll keep you guys posted. All right, man. You guys take care. All right, peace out, guys.